Hey, welcome back to Rosco Reviews. Today we are partnering with Sky Management to show you how to unclog slow-moving drains without using chemicals like this. Today we have a bathroom drain that is draining really slowly, and I'm going to show you how to take apart a couple of things underneath and clean them out in order to get this to flow like it should. As you can see here, the drain is not keeping up with the water flow, which means it is draining too slow. Oftentimes when your bathroom drain is running slow, it's because there's hair and gunk built up on the stopper itself. So by removing the lift rod and pulling the stopper out, we should be able to clean that off and get this flowing again. If you cannot lift the stopper directly out of the sink, then it is attached to the lifting rod inside the pipe underneath. So let me show you how to remove that lifting rod so we can pull the stopper out. So when you're looking underneath the sink, you'll see the pipe comes down. It makes a U shape down here. That is called the P-trap. Before the pipe gets to the P-trap, there is a rod that goes into the center of the pipe. To remove that lifting rod, you'll have to unscrew this little nut off the back. Now, these can be stuck on there pretty good, so you may need a set of pliers to get that removed. If you grab a hold of that nut with the pliers and just kind of get it started, then you can probably remove it with your hands. This one's metal. These can also be plastic. The plastic ones you can probably do with just your hands. The metal ones sometimes do require the pliers. Now we've removed the lifting rod out, so the drain stopper should be able to just lift right out the top, and we can see how much gunk is just built up on that. Now we're looking at this again from the top. Since I've removed that rod, I can just lift this out. And this is probably going to be where most of our problem is coming from. You can see how much hair and gunk has built up on this, probably over many years of use. So now we're going to need to clean this off. And I would definitely recommend not just washing it down the drain. Don't do that. You're just going to clog it up farther down the line. So I'll go clean this off with some paper towels and stuff and throw it away, all the hair. All right, I've cleaned the stopper off the best that I could, and it looks nice and clean now. So I'm going to put that back in. Before you put the stopper in, if you look down in there, you may be able to see if there's anything else clogging it. And if there is, you can perhaps get a screwdriver or something and pull out any hair that's down inside there. This one looks pretty clean on the inside all the way down, so we should be good to put this stopper back in there. When you are reattaching the lifting rod, it goes into this little circle right here. So it takes two hands. You'll have to hold the stopper down in with the circle part towards the back. So this part towards the back, and you slide it down in there, and you'll hold it right here while you slide the rod into that hole. When you're sliding the rod in there, try to feel around. You'll notice when you can no longer pull the stopper up that it is in that hole. So once it's in there, you can just screw the back nut back on. Just finger tight as you can get it with your hands is probably sufficient. With the stopper back in place, we're going to test the flow now. That stopper was really plugged up, so that was probably where the problem was. But we can also move on and we're going to check the next area as well. So this does seem to be flowing much better now. It's keeping up with the flow of the faucet, so our drain is nice and open. But let me show you the second place to check as well. If you've cleaned out your stopper and you're still having a slow drain, the next place to check is this P-trap. This trap can get a lot of buildup in it that allows it to not flow through like it should. So to get this part of the drain off, you'll loosen these nuts. Now, when you take this off, this is full of water, so you want to have a towel or a bucket or something underneath this to catch that water that's coming down. Because you'll start to remove these and that water will start to leak. These typically shouldn't be on there tighter than hand tight. So we'll loosen these up. Now this P-trap, you can see, has a lot of buildup in it. So this is definitely slowing down our water flow. It doesn't look like it's completely clogged down in there, but this definitely does need to get cleaned out. So I would recommend dumping this either outside or down a toilet. Don't dump it down another drain because you don't want to get all this gunk just clogging up another drain. All right, I have my P-trap cleaned out pretty good. So I can go ahead and put that back on. There is one more place you can get to without really needing tools, and that's right back here. So if you still have a slow drain, you can loosen another one of these and remove this piece, and right where it goes into the wall, it will probably go into a pipe that goes down, and right there at that bend, you can also get it kind of clogged up. So you might be able to get to that that's right inside that wall if you remove this piece out of here by loosening this one. So if we loosen this before we put the P-trap back on. So when you pull this one out, you can look back in the pipe and see if it's clogged up right there where it goes into the wall. So that's sort of the last place you can check before you start needing to get tools or a drain snake to get to. But you can get to this right here. We'll go ahead and clean this part out too, since I've already got it off. It's not as bad as the P-trap, but it's still got a lot of gunk in it. So I'll go clean it out, and then we'll put the P-trap back together, and I bet we're flowing nicely. So with the second part of the P-trap cleaned out, we can go ahead and put everything back together in the reverse order that it came off. Just screw these on. You'll want to get them pretty snug, but just finger tight. Don't go cranking down on them with a big pair of pliers, because you can crack these plastic pieces if you tighten them too tight. Once we get everything snugged back up together, we're going to want to flow a bunch of water and check for leaks. You're going to want to check here, back here, up here, and this little nut up here where we removed the lift rod. All right, so I've filled up the sink. Here's our final test. See if our water's flowing through nicely. And I can tell just by listening to it that it is flowing through there just like it should. And that right there is how a nice clean pipe should go. This has been a quick tutorial on how to unclog a bathroom sink without using harsh chemicals or really a lot of tools. This is a simple solution that you can do yourself without calling a plumber. Thanks for watching Rosco Reviews in collaboration with Sky Management, and we'll see you back here next time.